Hey guys, Jack here, bringing you another video, and today we're going to be doing layout update number 11 for Stainburn Road. Now, lots has been done since the last update, I'm not going to lie, and it's been a really good update actually. Lots of new, exciting new rolling stock and a locomotive, as well as progress on scenery and little scenes to just enhance the layout in general. Now, one thing I will mention before we start is that this update is probably going to be going out a day before I go back to school, as this is now the end of the summer holidays, for me anyway, and so updates are going to be, well, I'm going to try and stick to the one video a week schedule that I've kept to since about last Christmas. Obviously I know there has been gaps in that when I've been on holiday and stuff, but hopefully the whole going back to school won't interrupt the video frequency. One thing I will point out is that when I go back to school, I will be starting my GCSEs. So, GCSE studying anyways. I'm going into year 10, so that might affect video scheduling somewhat if I do have to start studying and stuff. But like I say, hopefully it won't affect things too much. But anyway, let's crack on with the layout update. So first thing I've got on the list is the level crossing. As you can see, you'll remember maybe last update we just had this white plastic. Well, it's not white plastic anymore. It is. It's been painted in this nice matte black colour, same that's been done on the roadway. And if we just move the Class 20 out of the way, as you can see, I've got that hooked up to a nuclear flask train, and the 66. Just push that back a bit as well. You can see that it's not finished. Still need gates. I still need to get some level crossing gates. Add markings to it. I do need to have a look on the internet and see what kind of markings you get around the end of level crossings, because I'm not 100% sure, and also obviously a bit of road to go in the middle as well. But yeah, so far that is looking good. I can already see. I mean, it's already a massive improvement over what it was, of it just being track. It's just been these corner flags bit here have just been stuck down with PVA glue, and they're fine. I mean, I did go through some vigorous testing with all my locos on both lines in both directions to make sure everything was going to go across them perfectly, and they do. Before these were stuck down, this corner here did lift up slightly, but it didn't cause any derailments. And anyway, now it's been stuck down, it's smooth as silk. So yeah, and that's the level crossing. The next bit is, on the list anyway, as you can see, it's the Class 56, but I shall be showing you that in my rolling stock update, which is going to be part 2 of this layout update. So we'll move on to the next bit of scenery, which is the hillside section. Now, I think last update I did ask Pete, I don't know if I did or not, but I think anyway I asked people for ideas on what to do on this corner. But anyway, I decided to do another hillside scene, similar to the one over there, but not as high. As you can see, this one was just done with a bit of rolled up newspaper, which I scrumpled up, bent in like a sausage shape kind of thing, curved that round here, and then covered the entire corner in plaster cloth. As you can see, that was then given a coat of paint, which I'll get the paint now actually. It was really good, from Wilkinson's. This stuff here, it's an emulsion tester pot. It's called Chocolate Fountain, the colour that I got. I just wanted a generic brown colour. So yeah, and it's quite a big pot. 75 millilitres, as you can see, and it was only £1, so good value for there. Yeah, I mean, it is actually really good. I know I've dissed Wilkinson's paints in the past in my videos, but no, the emulsion testers are quite good. So anyway, yeah, I put a layer of that down, then a layer of fine turf by Woodland Scenics, the burnt grass colour, and yeah, I mean, it's not finished yet. I'm wanting to add in more textures of turf, possibly static grass, obviously bushes. I mean, I've already got the dark green bushes, as you can see over there, but I'm wanting to get some lighter shades of that as well to build the area up, and some trees as well. I've also put in some ballast up here to form a little footpath going across the top, as you can see there. Now I did start hand painting the ballast in the same Humbrol 29 brown colour, but it didn't look that good hand painted, so I've decided to go for airbrushing instead. Just a case of getting the compressor, that mini compressor that I showed you in the earlier video, upstairs and into the room, so I can get some airbrushing done, because I've got a lot of airbrushing I want to do on the layout. So yeah, well, on the layout where I can't take it down at the garage. So yeah, that's one thing we'll have to do. Also, I've got some hedging. Now it's on the back of the houses, as you can see. Obviously this house isn't actually staying here, so I haven't put any hedging on that one yet. But I've put it on the back of the terraces. As you can see, there it is. It's by Jarvis Railway Scenics, and it's really, really good. I don't know how much it was because it was bought for me by my gran, but yeah, it comes in a roll of about 4 foot in each pack, and I'm guessing it's relatively cheap, but it does look really, really good, as you can see there. And I mean, I got 2 packs, so obviously if you do the maths, that's 8 feet of this hedging. So I've got plenty left to do with whatever I want. And I mean, it's looking really good now around the backs of the houses. As you can see, I put the hedging in. I've also put some little paving slabs around the back as a patio area, and I still obviously do need to add a little gate in between the house and the hedge, leading into the backs of the gardens. But yeah, it is looking really good now. Obviously, the garden area is a bit different to the rest of the layout, whereas it's been done with cheap scenic material, such as this cheap, can't remember what they're called, Expo, yeah that's right, the cheap Expo scatter and Jarvis hedging, but it does look really, really good. I mean, even though it is around the backs of the houses, you're still going to be able to see it, and it does add a lot to the layout. So yeah, I need to find another use for the other 7 feet of it I've got. So yeah, on the next part of the list, ballasting. As you can see, I've got halfway around this curve now. This is becoming a really tedious job now, ballasting this curve. It's something that I'm really despising, really. Ballasting the running lines was, well, just in between the tracks was bad enough because of the amount of time it takes, but having to go in between all the different massive gaps in between the rails as well, in between the tracks, sorry, is taking quite a while. So yeah, I'm about halfway around, still need to do that whole half there. But yeah, I wanted to get this half done before I started on this hillside here. And as you can see, we have started the hillside now, and if I come down to track level, obviously just ignore that massive patch of green there and the unfinished scenery, but you should be able to tell, we should be able to get some good running shots around this curve now that we've got some kind of scene coming along on this corner. As you can see, I've got the controller on this little table down here now. I'm planning on this little scene, getting some hiker figures or just railway spotters, just putting them on the path with the cameras, just taking photos of the trains as they go past, and obviously some fencing along the side, and then bushes in this well bit here, and then this back bit will probably just be trees. But yeah, that's the plan for that hillside anyway, and I think it's looking quite good. So yeah, next bit, the station car park. As you can see, I finished, I don't know if I've showed you this in the last update or not. If I did, then I apologise. But I finished the fencing round, and I put a little gate in here. As you can see, that little gate there is part of a ratio fencing kit for GWR picket fencing. I've got some more on the desk that I'll show you in a minute when we go to the workshop part of the update. But yeah, I've also put down the slabs in the car park. I don't know if I showed you that as well. And but I also did use the paint that I done this bit with to fill in that little annoying patch of green that we had in the corner of the car park. Now, as you can see, the tone does differ slightly between the what was done in October and what's just been done now. So to disguise that slightly, I've just put the network rail van there and its designated driver figure to just stand next to that, next to the signal box. And I mean, yeah, it is looking a lot better now. I mean, I can really start to see the layout start to come on. When on back to the subject of the ballasting, coming around to the other side now, I've started, well, you can kind of see a variation in shades of ballasting. Well, I can anyway, I don't know if it'll come up on the camera. But yeah, lots of ballast was coming up, so all I did was just spray the entire thing with water, and then just go over the whole thing with PVA again, obviously having filled in the gaps with extra ballast, because I do want to weather the track eventually once everything's sceniced up, and I didn't want to mess out, and I didn't want to be putting weathering down on the track, and then for that ballast just to blow away or something. So yeah, as you can see, this bit of fencing here did take a bit of damage. It's fell down, so I've just got some PVA on the end of there, and we're gluing that back down there. It's been held up by the ever trusty Revel paint pots. Locos. Back to Hogwarts Castle. As you can see, it seems to be a bit of a regular on the layout at the moment. just pick it up. As you can see, many people of you will buy Hornby magazine, and this month's free gift was head codes. And as you can see, I put some GWI head codes, or designation badges, or whatever the heck they're called, on the front of Hogwarts Castle. And I know I'm going to get shot down for doing this to it, but I think it looks brilliant. So yeah, I want a Great Western loco now. I would love to get, after seeing this on the front of Hogwarts Castle, I would really like to get myself a hall or a castle or a king or just something. Probably a BR green one, but yeah, I mean, it just looks so smart with the big numbers and letters on the front. So yeah, I mean, there's also Midland region ones, but as you can see, and even in my granddad's collection, there are no Midland region locos. So I guess we'll just have to leave them in the magazine for now. So yeah, that's around about it for the layout update. Well, for the first part anyway. So now, I guess we'll go over to the desk and have a look at the rolling stock and loco projects that we've been doing over the past month. So I will see you in a minute. Bye.